Okay, welcome to the garden show. In this episode, we're going to stick more the medicine plants. And one of the medicine plants that we're going to talk about is the including the bison tail, fever grass, culantro, jackass bitters, pepper malago, and also I want to talk a little bit of in Spanish. Bienvenidos los que van a ver este video. Um, Podemos hablar un poco de plantas medicinales. Como usted lo va a ver, que atrás de su casa usted puede tener sus plantas medicinales. No tiene que ir a la farmacia. Usted se puede fijar siempre adentro de la montaña. Tenemos unas medicinales tan importantes que usted lo puede usar. Malo inti tulaklish, tulakamash, kuiliktung e video helab. Kacang ke tulaka tikasyo yang yabat sako kupahtik usar titong cuando coja anong kachan ke eken ho pache mehen na ubo ke tej mis pe pache mehen ha upata pa ikyaba mehen pak alo malok in itej tulaklish. Thanks for everybody. Welcome to the garden show. My name is William Mesh. Today I want to share some couple medicine plants with you guys. So I'm going to start first with this medicine plant that I have here in front of me. So this plant here is normally it's common. You can find it in all forest of Belize, especially in the high mountains over the rocks. And this is plant here has been very famous here in Belize. Normally the name of this plant here is Anthurium or Cola de Faisan. In my Maya language, we call it Ukanche Tsum. So this plant here is very good medicine, which I can say. When I was a little kid, my father was teaching me about medicine plants. He told me how to identify medicine plants. I can show a little example here. If you watch this plant here, you can watch this plant here like a main spine run straight to your back. I can say this little other little things pointing on our side, that's I can say it's just like your ribs. So this medicine, this plant here, we use it for back pain. If somebody is suffering too much back pain, what we do is collect one leaf of this plant here and you put it over the fire and you rub a little bit of olive oil there and you just put it to stay warm. When you are going to bed, somebody will open your t-shirt and he will push this whole leaf in your back and you just lay down over it. So all the heat that's coming in this plant here start going in your joint. Medicine plants is a very good that works, but if you do it only one time, you will not going to get the result. So you have to do it 3, 4, 5 times when you feel you are cured. And not only curing back pain, also it's good for rheumatism or arthritis. Actually, this plant here, if somebody is suffering too much for arthritis, what you will do is collect a big leaf and chop it in pieces and you put it about 1 gallon of water and you boil it for 12 to 15 minutes. So you take it out, you put it one side and just leave it there maybe for another 15 minutes. So you go, when you try, you push your hand inside when you feel like it's just warm. What you will do is get a little half cup of the water of the boiling leaf of bison tail and a little finger point of salt. You just drop it and you just shake it. You drink it first when it's warm. After that, you take the rest and you take a whole shower. But you don't make it one time like I'm saying, you do it 2, 3, 4 times. I have my mother, she used it for 7 times when she's suffering from arthritis 7 years ago. My mom, she's cured, she made it 7 times. Now my mom, she's walking up and down, she never go to the doctor to get that injection. These medicine plants, good for rheumatism and it's good for back pain. Fight until. Okay, now here we have another medicine plants that's which you can see here is the wild culantro. Wild culantro is totally different. Like when you visit the Saturday markets, you see some big pile of cilantros, that the hybrid one that they sell in market, we call it cilantro. And the one that grow in the jungle, we call it culantro. And culantro is very good medicine plant, but a lot of people use it like in one kind of food that we call it escabeche. You use a lot of culantro. But culantro is not only for escabeche, also if somebody suffering a lot of a stomach problem, so what you will do is get a leaf of culantro and you just chop it in pieces, and the same thing, you boil it in 1 cup of water for 10 minutes and you drink it slowly, slowly. It's very good when you have a stomach problem. And actually culantro, what we have figured out, if it's too much mosquito, we use it like repellents because it's a very strong smelling. So what we do is get culantro and you play with it too much, and the scent stay in your hand, you just rub it in your hand, the mosquito, he don't bother you too much. So culantro we use it like for mosquito repellent too. And also we have the other plants close by, we call it the aloe vera, the little aloe vera plants, that's very famous. Normally aloe vera, if you want to purge yourself, you can use aloe vera to purge yourself. And also aloe vera, you can use it for sunshine. If you too much sun, and use it like for lotion for sunshine, you use it to your body. That's what we use for medicine plants. And if you watch here, we have a lot of little medicine plants here. So you can use this like in your front door. You can get your medicine plant just in your front doors. Normally, medicine plants, it works. But like I told you, you have to use it 2, 3, 4 times, you will get cured. So we can see the little bed here, like all the little plants that we have here. If I just reverse a little bit more, we can see another plant here, that this we call it the baby tears little plants here. Baby tears, for us what we use is somebody usually suffering with stones in their livers. So what you will do, we use these baby tears for taking stones, to break the stones when you're suffering too much, when you have it in your liver. So what you do is get the little leaves too, and you just put like 2 handfuls, and you put it the same thing in water, and you just boil it, and you drink it 3 times a day. But when you start drinking this, a little pain will start catching you, because you know the medicine start working, you start hearing a little pain. So you continue working. What this medicine plant do, it's make the stone pieces by pieces. So we use these baby tears for taking out stones. And also we have the other little plants in the other side there, which we call it the salvia. Salvia is a very famous plant. When people get up to bed, it's very, maybe it's covered with blanket, they just get up and take a cold shower. Because you have problems, sometimes you catch, we call it clots in your blood. So that is the exactly medicine plants to use when somebody catch the sickness of clots in your blood. And also salvia, if you figure out the little shooting flower inside, they produce some little seed. It's just like basil. If I have a problem, cataract in my eye, I'm going to take out the little seed by the point, and I'm going to drop it in my eye. That little seed will start moving all inside, and it come right here in the normal, and you take it out, and it clean cataracts. That's one of the better good medicines that we have here. Okay, we're going to talk about the next medicine plant that we have in front of us, especially that this little plant that we have here. A lot of people call it 12 o'clock, but this is the sleeping mimosa. And in Spanish they call it la dormilona, and in my Maya language we call it schmutz. Okay, so this is a very good medicine plant that we have here. If somebody is suffering too much like bad urinary, you can use this plant here as a medicine for that sickness. And also this plant here, they use it for babies. When you young babies, they can't go sleep in the night time. What you could do is get a couple of the leaf and you wrap it with a piece of cloth and you put it on the baby's pillow, and the little baby they just go sleep whole night. Because the reason why you call it dormilone, when you touch it, the little plant, the leaf, you can see it when it's closed. So that's why, that is the secret, that when you put it from the little baby's pillows, the little babies start sleeping. Okay? So also we have the other plant here in front of us that this plant here we call it shrangback or hitchhike. Because if you walk too much, this is when it's sticky around your pants, they stay there and you walk with it. But normally, why they call it shrangback? If you watch it very good, you can watch those little seeds that we have here, stick it there. It's like a backbone that we have there. It's normally this plant here. If somebody is suffering too much for back pain, what you will do is pull the whole plant. Is pull all the whole plants out, and you just wash it, and you put it with the root, and you mix it with the gumbo limbo bark, and you just boil it for 12 minutes, and you start drinking it. I can say once a day, and normally, suddenly you will see your back pain start getting better and better and better. So these are the medicine plants that we have here for back pains. Okay. We have another medicine plant in front of us here. As you see the sign here, it is the jackass bitters. Normally, jackass bitters is this little green plant that stands in front of us here. Jackass bitter is very famous plant, which you know when you talk about medicine plants, it doesn't taste very good. But medicine plants like jackass bitters, when you start work on it, when you start drinking it, like feel like you want to take it out again because it's very strong. That's why we call it the jackass bitters. But jackass, one of the medicine that we use, this it cures if you have bad stomach, can clean your body. If you have a ringworm, what you will do is get a leaf and you put it over the fire and make it very dry, and you make it powder. So you just scratch your ringworm and you put it there, and it dries your ringworm. It cures ringworm, these jackass bitters. And also, if you can purge yourself with jackass bitters too. A lot of people use it like for rashes. If a lot of people have rashes in their bodies, you can take a shower with this leaf of jackass bitters, and also it's very good. A lot of people use it if you like to drink too much beer. In the area you suffer too much, like we call it goma hangover. You drink jackass bitters or you eat a little piece of the leaf, like 15-20 minutes, you feel your stomach very good. Okay, set. And by the side of the jackass bitters, we have another plant that here we call it the scorpion tail. You can watch it here, scorpion tail. Normally this other plant is very famous, and a lot of people use it when they're suffering too much rheumatism, arthritis, or infections. So this plant here, you just cut everything and you just boil it. You take a shower with it, and so this medicine plant is very good. Also, like if you're suffering too much pain from your knees, this is the very good plants what we do. Actually, I have family that use this plant, and when I see the result that this plant is doing very good, so me personally, I recommend this plant for people who suffer too much pain in their knees. They use this plant, this scorpion tail. Okay. After this, we are coming back again after this commercial break.